Stop for a second and listen carefully. Not every thought you have is true. Let that sink in. Because right now, there's a voice in your head. A voice that sounds like you. A voice that feels real. But that voice? It lies. It tells you you're not ready. It tells you you're not good enough. It tells you you're behind. It tells you you'll fail. It tells you to wait, to doubt, to hesitate. And the worst part? You've been believing it. For years. You've been letting your mind limit your life. But here's the truth that changes everything: your mind is not always your ally. Sometimes, it's your biggest obstacle. Because your mind is designed to protect you, not to grow you. It wants safety. It wants comfort. It wants predictability. So every time you try to do something new, something uncomfortable, something bigger, it resists. It creates fear. It creates doubt. It creates excuses. Not because you can't do it, but because it's unfamiliar. Your mind confuses unfamiliar with dangerous. And that's where people get stuck. They think, if I feel scared, it must be wrong. If I doubt myself, I'm not ready. If it's hard, it's not for me. But that's a lie. Fear doesn't mean stop. It means you're growing. Doubt doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're stepping outside your comfort zone. Difficulty doesn't mean failure. It means progress. And right now, your mind is trying to pull you back into comfort. But you don't grow in comfort. You grow in resistance. You grow in discomfort. You grow in moments where everything inside you says stop, and you say keep going. Because that's where strength is built. Not when it's easy, but when it's hard. Not when you feel confident, but when you act despite fear. And here's something deeper you need to understand: you are stronger than the voice in your head. That voice is not you. It's a collection of past experiences, past failures, past fears, past opinions of other people. It's not your true identity. Your true identity is what you choose to believe today. And more importantly, everything is in God's hands, not in your doubts. Your future is not controlled by your fears. Your purpose is not limited by your thoughts. Your strength is not defined by your feelings. God sees what you can become, even when you don't. He sees your potential beyond your doubt. He sees your strength beyond your fear. He sees your future beyond your current situation. So when your mind says, you can't, God says, you can. When your mind says, you're not ready, God says, start anyway. When your mind says, you're not enough, God says, you already are. But you have to choose which voice you follow. Because every day, you're making that choice. You either listen to fear, or you act despite it. You either believe your limits, or you challenge them. You either stay the same, or you grow. And growth requires you to question your own thoughts. To pause and ask, is this thought actually true? Or is this fear trying to keep me small? Because most of the time, it's fear, not reality. Think about all the times you thought you couldn't handle something, but you did. Think about all the moments you doubted yourself, but you made it through. You've already proven your strength. You just forgot. So now it's time to remember. Time to stop believing every negative thought. Time to stop letting fear control your actions. Time to stop shrinking yourself because your mind is uncomfortable. Because discomfort is not danger. It's growth. And your life changes the moment you stop obeying fear. The moment you take action, even with doubt in your head, you win. Because action rewires your mind. It shows your brain that you're capable. It proves that fear doesn't control you. It builds confidence, not from thinking, but from doing. So don't wait until you feel confident. Act first. Confidence comes after. And step by step, you start taking control. Your thoughts don't control you anymore. You control them. You decide what to believe. You decide how to act. You decide who you become. And that's power. Real power. So the next time your mind tells you, you can't do this, pause. And answer, watch me. Because you are stronger than you think. More capable than you believe. More resilient than your mind wants you to see. And your future? It's not limited by your thoughts. It's built by your actions. So take the step. Even if your mind is loud. Even if fear is present. Even if doubt is there. Because strength is not the absence of fear. It's action despite it. And everything you need is already inside you. Subscribe for more.